Welcome back on this glorious and amazing day. And before we go to the fifth reason why we are disconnected, could you imagine we have over 5 energies, 5 programs that disconnects us from the core of tranquility and inner happiness. Unbelievable. I promised last week I'll share with you something interesting. Over 3 decades I had the honor to train young bar mitzvah men how to chant their Torah portion in honor for their bar mitzvah. And it wasn't just mechanical teaching that they would come in and I would just teach them how to sing and chant their Torah portion. But the first minute or 3 we would actually chat, find out how they ate, how they are feeling, how they are existing and not performing. And we had various different discussions over the months. Had the honor to have some students for over a year, on a weekly basis for half an hour. There was this one question, I don't even know which part of my subconscious caused me to ask this question. But this is a universal question I asked so many of my students by the hundreds. And I asked them, obviously it wasn't the first few weeks, it was after they got comfortable with me, I was able to ask them this personal question. How much, my question to my students was, how much percent of their personal heart do they share with their parents, and how much don't they? This is the only question I know of in my life asked by me, or any other question, that there's no average. It was a precise number. Until today, I don't understand it. I cannot understand it because these students didn't talk with each other. I had students from Orthodox backgrounds, from conservative, from Reform, from different villages, from different cities. Some people from overseas, they would do it on Zoom. They wouldn't even know each other, so they couldn't say, hey, the rabbi's gonna ask you a question and give him this answer. I'm like, the answer was always 90% I do not share with my parents. 90, shocking. Besides, only one student that had the reverse. When I asked him, how much percent do you share with mom? He gave me this look, 90%. So I think I even asked the question again because it was weird. So you ask hundreds of 12-year young children, how much of their depth of their soul do they share? Only 10%. Maybe now you can begin to understand why. Because if these people are disconnecting me from me, viewing me as producers versus being disrespectful and so on, and we'll soon see from the 5th reason why our parents, not willingly, they're lovable human beings, but they don't know, they're just copying their program. The 5th reason why we're disconnected, I understand. And as a side note, it's so interesting. Parents go, oh my gosh, I gotta watch with who my children are being friends. Oh my gosh, I gotta monitor the computer. I sort of believe in all that kind of stuff. Not really, but sort of. That's only 3% of the issue. Why aren't children talking to you? And by the way, I know what you're gonna do now. You're gonna go ask your child, how much do you tell me? The child looking, say everything. What, we think they'll tell you the truth? What they need another speech from you? Children are good. They're more than good. They're phenomenal. They're the greatest gems on planet Earth. Teens as well. Anyways, I forgot what I was gonna say. I went totally blank because I got distracted. Let's continue next week. Until then, always, please do remember that you are way greater than you think you are. even if you forget what you were going to say.